All right, let's do a brief. Let's do an audio-visual check. Welcome, everybody. Welcome to Slow Markets. I'm Coach Dakota, Coach at DBA, and to my left, your right, my man, Coach Jay. How are you doing tonight?
Doing good, man. Doing good. Happy Wednesday. It is Wednesday, right?
It is. Yeah, it's a short week,
Wednesday.
and this
Happy
week's going by
Wednesday.
fast.
Felt like Thursday, but happy Wednesday, everybody. Doing good, man. How are you?
Good. Before we get too deep into it, in the YouTube chat, there is our Topstep risk disclosure. Everything that we say and go over is for educational purposes. It's not financial advice. It's not a signals class. You know the drill. And yeah, Bruno's saying it. Hit the like button. Don't wait till the end of the stream. There's always some good stuff into it. This day number 3 now for me on doing this combine challenge for everybody. It's day number 3. Day number 3, it's Wednesday night, Thursday's price action, and so far so good for me. I'll go over the stats. We could go over it together, but first, let's take a look at these markets. I'm going to start on the daily. We'll do a quick top-down analysis. We had this nice rally over the past 7 days. We're seeing some consolidation. Guess what? We're at $30,000. Finally seeing some more consolidation. Maybe we see a little bit of a pullback, a retest of below, maybe 29,700s. But a nice, I don't want to say if this is an indecision candle here on the daily, but 30,000 has been my line in the sand this week. I'm looking for us to chop more around it. And as we speak, we're right there right now. Zooming into an hourly chart, we've seen that big sell-off right before the market opened today during the New York session. We got as high as 377, sold all the way off, and throughout most of the day, we did just hang around 30,000. So not really too much to go off of on this hourly chart. Maybe you could look at this and say this is a lower high. Maybe we're starting to see some consolidation, a little bit of bearish price action. It's difficult to say. We continue to make these higher lows, so until we really start to break some of those and sell off, I mean, it's hard to make an argument against this bullish trend that we've had for a few months. On the 5-minute chart tonight, looking at tonight specifically, what do we got going on? We had a little bit of a headline. I think we had a little bit of a headline. I seen someone in the chat mentioning it, saying U.S. military carried out new strikes on an Iranian military site that posed a threat to U.S. forces and commercial traffic in the Strait. And so we are seeing some selling pressure that came out. Just under an hour. You could see we started to see some selling come in, but not a wild reaction, right? Usually, when we see a headline like that, we'd be down 100 plus points. We're down 50 points, 60 points since that came out. So tonight's price action is a little bit bearish. Let's see, where did we open up? We opened up. I guess we did open up tonight's price action up here at these 120s. So just tonight itself, we're down 120, 140 points. These lows at these 960s. Maybe there's a chance we could come down here and test 900. Is there 80 points lower here? Can we see a sell-off to 880s, maybe 900? That could be a possibility. Are you seeing anything in these equities, Coach Jay?
Let's take a look. So there was an interesting spot we talked about at the buzzer, which ended up being the pivot point for the day and the high of the session so far. These 128s, really nice rejection down there. I could see the NASDAQ getting down to 825s. Which is that 200 moving average on the 30-minute chart. You can see this white line on my chart here. If we look at the S&P did exactly that today, right? Where it made an all-time high, pulled back into that 200 moving average and held. When we talked during at the buzzer, my thesis was whatever happens at these 125s, if we get candle closes above that, then I think we get a rotation up to the upside. But if we're going to see rejection there, which we're seeing so far, I could see these 875s, 820s as a potential target to the downside. So the question is, how do you get into something like that if that is going to happen? The answer might have been just selling it right off that pivot, right on the open. We're already down 200 points there, but
Right.
we get the test right now. So I could see a little bit more of a pullback,
Okay.
for sure here. So we'll see what happens. Let me take a look at gold. Did you look at gold already? No, not
No,
yet,
go
right?
ahead. You take a look at that. I'm going to take a look at this watch list of mine.
Very similar story here in gold. Gold has been under some heavy sell pressure. First close under the 200 daily moving average in about 2 years in gold.
Ooh, okay.
Little bit of a break of structure there. We tested under that 200 daily moving average March 23rd. And again, this is the first daily candle close in a very long time under that 200 moving average in gold. So I've been looking to the short side in this market. You guys know I took that short last night. Turned out to be a pretty good trade. I got trailed out, but turned out to be a pretty good trade. And it kind of looks like it's setting up for another one here. So I may be looking short here in gold as well. We rejected off that pivot, rejected off of 4,500s, no volume above there, and the volume starting to leak to the downside. So I may find myself in another gold short here. We'll see what happens.
I don't mind it. I don't mind it. I'm looking at these stocks. We got Meta down 0.8, Nvidia down 0.3, Microsoft up 0.4. So it's a little bit mixed. Crude still hanging out where we were at last night, $90.30. And it might be a quiet night, to be honest. It might be a nice slow markets. Tomorrow is going to be a big day, correct? Tomorrow's the 28th. And that's inflation data. So we got core PCE, and we got that inflation data coming out. So I think that's what a lot of people are going to be looking at. Inflation, initial jobless claims is also coming out pre-market. So we could see some volatility come in tomorrow morning before the New York session open. And we might see a little bit of consolidation prior to that. I mean, I was saying this earlier. If we're below 30,000, looking for opportunities to buy it. If we're above 30,000, look for opportunities to sell it. I'm leaning towards the sell side right now. So I might be in a position that, hey, let's wait and see if we get a little bit of a bounce here and then look for some selling opportunities back down into and through 30,000. Hanging out at 990 though. Gold. Let's take a look at gold, and I'll switch it to my charts. We'll get some music going, gets to some questions. Gold, man, that was an interesting open. Look at this. I finally rolled over. Most of the volumes now on this new contract. So here's the open for tonight, and we are drifting lower, like you said, 44.78. Maybe we can come back down and test some of these lows. Kind of looking at some of the price action we've seen this morning. Technical trader, shoulder, head, shoulder, kind of broke through this neckline. So this is a tough one. Then you zoom out on an hourly chart and look at this major support that we had here at this 4,500. We broke down that today, and so will that major support continue to be resistance? You can see it starting to become resistance right now, and so I can see gold continuing to sell off here, to be honest. Like you were saying, it's been a while since we've been down to these levels, and it's not been a while actually. That 200, that moving average, yes, we were.
Yeah. We were here price wise, but a close under that moving average has been a while.
It was in like New Jersey when I was over there in New Jersey when we were breaking through the 4,000 level.
Yep.
So we still have a ways to go. So there's plenty of room to the downside just to get to like a 6-month low. And with inflation, the conversation of hiking rates will continue to put some maybe more pressure in gold. So I'm kind of neutral. I don't know. I think I just need to see more price action on this. And so for those of you, I've seen some questions. Yes, this is a combine. Over the weekend, I got a lot of traders and a lot of requests. Coach Dakota, can you please show us how you would pass a trading combine? So I started this, and this is now day number 3 for me, up 4,000. I got, 5,000 to go. And it continues tonight. I'll get some music. I'll pass it on to you. If you see anything, just shout it out. I'm going to get some music on. We'll get to some questions in the chat. and we'll have a nice Wednesday night. Let us know. Let's see. Did you guys talk oil?
Did we talk oil? No.
90,000.
Oil's
90.
Oil's catching a bid here, though.
Coach Hoop, are we all shorting the NASDAQ? Well, we were talking about it, okay? We were talking about it. It was an interesting game last night. Yep. I watched it. I caught a fish that flopped less than OKC.
Yeah, that was bad basketball, man. Right, whatever. The Knicks are in the finals.
The Knicks are in the finals. That's all that matters. Night at the Roxbury kind of vibe.
Respect, Orlando. I've been talking about the Knicks all week. I'm not a Knicks fan, but I've been talking about the Knicks all week, man. It's good to see. It's good to be in New York when the Knicks are winning. I'll say that much. Good to be in New York.
I'm not seeing anything. Yeah, maybe a short NASDAQ here, but we're already down 0.25%. And we're below 30,000.
I'm going to put one gold short on right here. One micro.
All right. Okay.
Risking about 260 on this. I may add to this. We'll see.
I'm going to short the NASDAQ. I'm short. Stop loss at 30,003. I should have just done the opposite, honestly, but let's see. Let's see if we could get a pull. You're short gold?
Mm-hmm.
Okay, you're short gold. I'm short the NASDAQ. I was considering either buying it up to 30,000 or short for a breakdown to 940s.
Gandhi says, screw gold has been so choppy in slow markets. Did you see that trade last night, man? It took a while, but that was it's $100 to the downside in gold from this location. So is it going to take a little while? Absolutely. But I'm taking this trade on a higher time frame. And I'm going to let this one work out, Chad. This trade, I'm not going to do any management of. My stop is where it is. Actually, I'm going to move this up just a little bit. Give that high a couple ticks to work. So I'm going to risk $300 with one micro. Stop is going where it is. I'm not touching it. I touched it yesterday, and you see what happened. The market got to where I wanted to, and I took 20% out of that trade. So this one, we're not going to touch. It's either going to work or it's not.
Good decision. It's slow markets for a reason. Slow markets for a reason. All right, I'm going to add to this short here. Here's my trade. 990. 990. Short from 29,990. Short 10 here. I just hate it being so close to 30,000. It's probably just good to buy it and have a take profit at 30,000. We just chop around 30,000, like I said. Seeing a little bit of volatility.
Dania short from 44.87s. Man, I would love that price. 10 points in the money already.
Oh, yeah, we're 4444.
44.77.
44.77. Okay. 1 and 3. 29,900. Your target, Bruno. All right. Let's see if we can get down there. And you're short gold, correct?
Short one micro gold. The only thing that will get me to close this trade is if we get a 30-minute candle to close above view up.
Got it.
You could see yesterday, if that was the rule yesterday, we got a pull up, but we never got a 30-minute candle to close above view up all day. Right? So I was in this trade up here. We never got a 30-minute candle to close above view up. Stay in the trade. So that's the thought process here. If we do get a close though, I'm out.
Fair enough. I'm taking some heat on this NASDAQ, chilling at 30,000.
It's gonna be a glue spot.
I know. You sell an option if we had 30,000 options, just
Right.
sideways. Bottom ticking.
Is that me breaking my rules? No, that's a rule. Trading high, that is a rule. Because closing above VWAP changes the structure of the trade. So sometimes people say you don't get smarter when you get in a trade, but you do get new information. And new information would be that VWAP not holding. Thank you for holding me accountable, though. This guy just said he wasn't going to touch his trade, and then he says he's going to touch his trade. No. 30-minute candle closed above that VWAP. I might not even be in the trade at that point. Right? We're seeing gold catching a bid right now. So.
Yep, I'm getting cooked over here in the Nasdaq. Whose idea was it to short this?
Yeah, I don't know. I don't. Have I taken a short? I took a short today in the Nasdaq. I took a short earlier in the Nasdaq. It's tough to do though. It's just really tough to do. Trading. It says I suck with my management. No, I mean, hey, we all do at some points, right? I think we're traders at the end of the day. Dakota, how many times have you said, that's my last trade of the day, and then 5 minutes later you're in another trade?
At least once a week. All right.
So
once a week.
For trading high, with you suck with management, one of the things Coach Paul told me is that rules can be broken, but principles can't. Right? The principle of your account is that you shouldn't lose a certain amount, or you shouldn't lose your entire account in a day. That's a principle. Can't break that. But sometimes rules are going to be broken, and sometimes rule breakers set trends, and sometimes rule breakers pay for breaking their rules. But as long as it doesn't cost you your principles, then it's going to happen. Let's be honest. No one follows the rules to a T. Doesn't happen. I don't know many people that do, even if they tell you they do.
All right, I'm back in this Nasdaq.
All right.
I'm down 234. I always like to start my day in the red, it seems like. If I'm not starting in the red, then, what kind of a challenge really is it?
Someone asked about crude at the pivot. Let's see. Well, crude got beat up today, right? Crude was down 5% today. Of course, the headlines, the mechanisms are going to try to trade crude to the downside. It's above the pivot, right? Yeah, the mechanisms are in place in crude, yes. Man. The way I would look at this is, if you're looking at the pivot, here's the pivot. What is volume saying since we've crossed that pivot? Not very directional, right? So this to me is the open right now. I didn't get to trade crude down here. I wasn't at my desk, but watching the market's reaction to this pivot tells me something. And if this is all the data that I have, it's telling me range bound market for right now. Right? Could it continue higher? The higher time frame is trying to push to the upside, but for what I have here, it's telling me range. So maybe I sell it up here, or maybe I don't want to fight that higher time frame trend, so I'm looking for opportunities to buy it lower. I just don't want to buy crude up here. But if you have a trade set up, take it. It is trying to push higher right now. It could be trying to recover some of that move from
there goes
from earlier today.
Yeah, there goes my Nasdaq. There's the melodica from Jack.
Oh, there.
Starting in the red. Starting in the red. That's all right. Now we just wait. Oof. Little popping gold. Nasdaq's just, we're holding. I'm gonna look for another place on this, but still. We got the bottom of the hour in 8 minutes. Let's see what the bottom of the hour could bring.
$6.30 candle. Man cave. Which market? Gold. This thing, yeah. This candle's a monster here in gold.
Let's see. Nasdaq.
This candle is a monster. This one too, though.
What, earlier this morning? Compared to
the
current candles? All the volume that came in today?
Yep. These two big candles right here. 1, 2. We rejected 50% of the upper one, which is good, which is why I like this trade. can we break the low is the question and start to accept price back inside of this other one. We'll see. Holding for now.
7 minutes. 7 minutes. Bottom of the hour. I'm still eyeballing shorts here. Get that summer vibe going. I want to be able to give a thumbs up. Rather strange. What do you mean? Is the like button not working? I forgot to hit it. Let me make sure. Let's refresh.
I didn't either.
Make sure it's working. There we go. Yeah, it's working. It's working. Maybe. Oh man, I'm failing here. There we go. 185. 185. All right, NASDAQ. Let's see. Where can I just target 30,000? There it goes. Pumping up.
Is NASDAQ coming right back down?
No, we're at 30,014. We're grinding higher. We're finding some buyers step in. Settlement's still 30 points from here, so maybe we bounce another 30 points, go hang out at settlement.
PB Bandit says, I need to learn how to disconnect trading from money. Trade with a size that you are okay with losing, right?
Yep.
You know, trade with a size that is, and is it hard to detach money from trading? Obviously, right? Literally every decision you make in trading has a monetary component to it, right? You're either going to make or lose money. But if you think about it all the time, it's like playing a sport and staring at the scoreboard to tell you what to do on the court or on the field. That's right. It's just like if I played soccer and someone passes me the ball, but I'm staring at the scoreboard,
you end
the
up
ball's going out of bounds.
like what happened with J.R. Smith in the finals.
Right, exactly. Yeah. Well, he probably should have actually taken some information from the scoreboard on that one. But it's don't stare at the scoreboard. Just play the game.
Exactly. I'm backing a short from 30-10. Oh, nice.
All right.
So we'll see. We'll see what happens here. There's the short. I'm gonna see if I could build a position. I want to get into max contracts that I'm willing to get in on this account is 3 minis. So you do the math. 3 minis and micros. Even though I could trade 15 minis, no, I don't think I ever go over 3. 3 minis is a lot for 4,000. I mean, that's what, one trade, 100 points. That's $6,000 with 3 minis. Looks like a holding pattern. Yeah, I want to go test these lows again.
Another comment I wanted to mention here. I lost it though. That's all right. Also wanted to add to my gold trade, but I missed that opportunity too. It's okay. We go with one for now. Start making some progress, and maybe I'll start to add. I thought about doing a sell stop under 73s here, if we start to see some flow. But
honestly, I'm starting to feel like I should just scalp around 30,000 now.
That's what it's looking like.
Yeah, kind of go into like scalp mode, not looking for a little bit bigger of a move lower. Just take 10 points here, 10 points there. Size up and scalp. That's a possibility. Yes, we talk about sizing down and lower volatility. There is an argument to be made about increase the size and go for smaller moves. I'm considering doing that. We got the bottom of the hour in just over 2 minutes.
I'm gonna split screen my charts here so we can watch the gold trade, but I'm just scanning other markets in the meantime.
Okay, I'm waiting for the
stare at this trade.
Bottom of the hour. Bottom of the hour in 2 minutes. 2 minutes. Yeah, the contracts have already rolled over. Range play is looking good. Settlement is 38 points higher from here, so we could easily pop up to settlement.
Are these charts look confusing, chat? Am I making anybody dizzy right now? Or are we okay?
You know, half the chat trades with 10 times as many indicators.
Oh yeah.
Yeah. We just hanging out here.
1
PC
minute and a
and
half.
GDP. Yeah, inflation data tomorrow, Coach Hoop. Minute and a half. Let's see what these markets are going to do. We got crude hanging out at 90.33. Yeah, we had a little bit of headlines earlier, an hour ago, just over an hour ago, about what, an attack on Iran. Didn't really move the markets very much. Your charts don't have enough on them yet.
Put
All
some
right.
stuff on those charts.
60 seconds. 60 seconds. Here we go. Next says gold short, question mark.
Yes, I am short 1 micro gold from right here, right now.
Okay. I'm short the NASDAQ from 010. We are ready. We're shorting. Find something in
30
short.
seconds. Any numbers coming out top, bottom of the hour here? Nope. Nothing coming out.
It might not. We might not even get a move too, right? But it's good to be aware of time. Time is a level that we talked about. NASDAQ starts to break through these 15s. We could start to see a nice rally back up to settlement. Okay, bottom of the hour is in. Seeing some selling coming into the NASDAQ.
What indicators does Paul Tudor Jones use? When you are the indicator, you don't have to use any. He just says something and then
And it works.
it works.
Here, you guys can see this.
All right, short looking better now here. Nice rejection off those 30,000s.
Yeah, that's the 30,000 is the line in the sand. We're just 30,000 is right in the middle, and we're just back and forth and back and forth. I'm leaning towards this short side. We're seeing some selling coming in. Not too bad.
I see a couple questions about settlement. Settlement price is the price that the exchange marks the market for margin and accounting purposes. It's a horizontal price level.
Ooh, there we
in
go.
simple terms,
Order
below
filled.
settlement, the market is red. Above, the market is green. Just use that as another horizontal level. Nice selling here in NASDAQ Dakota.
Yeah, I took one contract off right there at 81. Don't be the low, please. Oh no.
Not like this. Not like
I can't count how many times that happened for me. I took just one contract off at 81, thinking I'm going to scale out on this push down to 73s. Let's see. Like that rejection of the 95s.
I'm going to step away for just a second.
No problem.
Dog sounds like he's chewing something, so I'll be right back.
Nice. Nikkei testing low of open. If it breaks, it will help the NASDAQ, truth says. Let's go gold. Gold's selling off a little bit. I'm sitting here in this NASDAQ trade. This 5-minute candles just halfway through. I'm looking for a retest of these 70s, maybe 60s. Yeah, in the red. I don't know what it is. I always feel like I have to start my days in the red. I wish not. I wish I didn't start my days red. But typically when I start red, I end up in the green. So whatever correlation that is, I wish I could just skip the drawdown. Like no drawdown, straight green. Back to 30,000? I don't know. 30,000, that line in the sand. Starting red lately as well. Yeah, we're not. We're back to 30,000. you think of where the Nasdaq is, just assume it's at 30,000. Crude oil catching a little bit of a bid. We're at 90.53. How much does crude play a factor anymore? It's a lot less of a factor now than it was. There for a couple weeks, we were watching it, right? We'd bounce a dollar, and that would affect everything.
Yeah, it does not seem like the market cares anymore.
No.
Joe saying there's a large gap on gold at the open. Chance we reverse and fill the gap. Yeah. I mean, if this gets back above VWAP, like I said, if we get a 30-minute candle to close above VWAP, I'm probably wrong on this trade. I like shorting gold just with the higher time frame trend, but yeah, there's definitely a possibility that we come up and fill that gap for sure. What I don't like about this trade is that I'm starting to see VWAP flatten out a little bit. It was a little bit more directional for the first 2 hours of the day, but it's starting to flatten out. So, yeah, I've accepted the loss. I've accepted what this would look like if it does stop me out. And again, the only thing I'm going to change is if we get a 30-minute candle to close above VWAP. Outside of that, I'm going to hold it. If this was during the day where there was more volume, more flow, then I might have cut this trade already, because there's on a shorter time frame, you see the moves happen a little bit quicker because this is slow markets. I'm adjusting, right, and saying, well, you took this trade on a 30-minute chart. Give it the time to work.
Yep. That's how I feel about this Nasdaq. This 3,000 is such a magnet, but the one thing that's going for me, I zoom in on this 100-tick chart, and I'm starting to see these lower highs, right? Lower high. We did break through some of this, so we're kind of finding a little bit of sell pressure. Doesn't mean it's much. That 5-minute candle did just close, and yeah, this just might be one of those nights where we don't really see much in terms of direction. We still have, we got the top of the hour still coming in about 25 or so minutes. And so there's plenty of time. Plenty of time. This is definitely range bound. It's chopped because my P&L's red. You could make a market at 30,000.
Chat, while we wait for these markets to do anything, let us know who's in a trade right now. Richard Harris, I see you talking about S&P shorts. Who's in a trade? Who has a question for either one of us? Let us know. If you ever miss your question, don't feel bad about posting it again. Of course, don't spam the chat, but
yes,
sometimes there's a lot of questions that every once in a while I'll go back and read through the chat, and I'm like, oh man, that was a good question. It sucks that we missed it. So if you guys have good questions, let us know.
Yeah, I'll do the hashtag slow markets in a second. I'm focused on this trade. Trading is, I really want to demonstrate passing a combine. So a little bit more focused tonight than normal for me on my trades. I know that sounds weird, but I care more about passing this combine than I do when I'm trading like the 5XFAs. It's not about the money. It's about the principle. It's about the lesson. Is slow markets closing out? No, we just opened. We just opened here. Did we ever play
Immortals?
1v1?
Yeah, go ahead, Dakota.
No. This is just a basketball question. Go ahead. You got the trade.
No, Immortals was asking if I close that gold trade. I'm only gonna close the gold trade if it hits my stop, which is at 45.0590, or we get a 30-minute candle to close above VWAP before my stop. If this 30-minute candle closes above VWAP, I'm out of the trade wherever it closes. If it hits my stop before that, then it hits my stop before that. But those are the only two ways I would close this trade for a loss. If I close it for a win, it's gonna hit my stop, hit my profit target.
There we go.
And yeah, we did play 1-on-1.
Jay beat me in 1v1. He's a much better basketball player than I am.
I think you won at horse, right?
Yeah, that's that. Yeah, whatever skill set you need for horse.
And then we went and played in Hoboken, and
that was fun.
Those are some good games.
Some street ball in Hoboken.
Coach Hoop, I will post both of you up. Well, you're like 6'8" Hoop, so
Orlando says he's from Jersey too.
big Jersey. Could you guys answer some of the giveaway questions? The giveaway is something that the team is taking care of. Honestly, the giveaway we learned about when you guys learned about it. I did, at least for this one. I think I learned it maybe 30 minutes before you guys learned about it. So it's the. Are we calling it a give? It's a contest, not a giveaway. It's a contest.
It's a contest, yeah, a contest.
And the contest ends on the 29th. Winners will be notified on the 29th. How do you enter? Got to be watching the daytime show, fill out those forms, answer the questions on the forms, and the contest ends on the 29th. That's really all I know, though.
Yeah, I mean, all the details are given during the day show. So the best thing when it comes to that is tune in to the day show. They provide a link. They provide details. Is this the slow motion flash crash? Well, let's see. We got 20 minutes to the top of the hour now. Gold caught a little bit of a bid. Nasdaq, I guess we're at 30,000. We're 30,000 here in the Nasdaq. You could literally like buy 9.99 and sell 30,001. Make a market, buy bid, sell ask right there. 100 times. That's what Hogue. That's what teams were doing in the pit. Crude's catching a bit of a bid though. We're at 90.66. Limit down on gold. Oh, Nasdaq. Talk about a toxic relationship.
Here's a question from Man Cave. Need help with mindset when trading away from your regular environment? About to take off on the road for 2 months. Starlink and laptop on Central and Pacific time instead of Eastern times. Any advice? It's a good question. Have stable equipment, first of all, right? Like you got the Starlink. That's to me, that's the biggest thing. And it's like simple stuff. When I travel, this mouse, if I'm trading in a hotel, I'm still executing with this mouse because we've become such creatures of habit. I've been using the same mouse for I don't even know how long.
Okay.
And it might sound simple, but if I have to execute a trade using a trackpad, especially, it just
the feel.
Maybe I'm superstitious, but it throws me off, right?
Okay.
So make sure whatever setup you're using, you're comfortable with, and then I would say take it slow, right? You're going to be trading in a different environment. The process is the same. Your trading is not going to change, but your environment is completely different. Just be aware that if any environmental factors are affecting your trades, to slow down a little bit. And you'll be on the road for 2 months, like you said. So you're going to adjust to it. But that first week or so, just like make sure you're comfortable in the space that you're in.
I think sleep's very important too. Whenever I travel, like you said, understanding the market hours, when the thing's open, like all those little details. It might not seem like a lot, but yeah, if you're used to a specific time, waking up, and then you say you fly to a different time zone, and that'll throw everything off. So, sleep, timing, little details that matter.
Isaac, crude long is looking all right, man. I don't know if I would want to buy it here, but if you're already in it, it's looking good.
Nasdaq longs are looking good.
Yeah. Are you in long? Or are you still short?
I'm still short. I took that one contract off at 981, which is a freaking low. And so if I cut it now, I'm scratch for this specific trade.
What mouse am I using? This is a Logitech MX Vertical, and then I have this other one too. This one I don't use as much.
Yours is battery, right? You use battery?
Yeah, it's battery. Yep. Make sure you charge your batteries.
Charge those batteries. All right, Nasdaq is gonna cook me again. It's not to date. Longs and QPAL, we pumping. We're up, I'm 20, no, I'm not 20, I'm 13 points in the heat. 13 points red. Nasdaq's going up. Gold's not doing much.
Just a slow bid right now, but I've been in the red more on this trade than I am right now, so I'm just waiting for the top of the hour right now, honestly.
That's about where I'm at.
See where this 30-minute candle closes.
We got
Crude is catching a decent bid here, though.
just over 16 minutes, and I'm just watching this. Not really. We're above 30,000. I could add to this short for 30,000 target.
Need help with trade entries? Any advice? Review your process, and I would say, for me personally, right, my best trade entries come from confirmation in the market, right? I'm a volume trader. My best trade entries for my trades that play out the best happen when I get a volume confirmation. So reverse engineer whatever process that you're doing, right? Because the goal, I don't think the goal is to just find the best entries. It's to find the best entries in your process.
Yeah.
I don't know exactly what your process is. If you're a range trader or if you're a trend trader, right? It's different for everybody. So reverse engineer your process. Don't try to, I never reverse engineer and say, okay, I need to figure out how to sell this high tick. That's just setting expectations for yourself that are unrealistic. But within your process, identify where your entries are happening. I think a lot of times for me, where my trade entries improved when I reviewed it was I'm following the process, but I was waiting for so much confirmation that the move was already over before I was getting in the trade.
Yeah,
It's similar to that gold trade yesterday. Go ahead, Dakota.
No, I was gonna say it's like that battle between risk reward versus probabilities, right? Like
Right.
if you wait, the longer you wait for something to happen, and you're like, okay, now this market's starting to move in my favor, you have a higher chance to be right, but you don't have that good of a risk reward, right? Because like you said, you're sacrificing trade location. And then if you want to get a really, really good trade location, the probability of it working out is a lot less likely because you're not waiting for more of a confirmation. It's an interesting battle between risk reward and probability of profit. I've always struggled with. I lean towards the risk reward. That's my favorite. Nasdaq just cooked me.
Catching a bid still.
Yeah, we got the bottom of the hour coming in. Top of the hour, whatever. Bottom, top, every 30 minutes in about 14 minutes. Nasdaq just bounced out from those 30,000. And up we go. Time in the markets. How's that gold trade? Gold's
Not looking great.
too.
We're about a third of the way to my stop right now. Still 14 minutes on this 30-minute candle, so we'll see what happens here. But not too much to do yet. The trade yesterday was a much better trade than this one. I'll say that for sure. And that, not just because of the result, just the setup alone was a much better location for this exact trade that I'm looking for right now. So we'll see. Again, if this 30-minute candle closes above VWAP 13 minutes, I will get out of this.
Risk reward seems like a better way to describe trades after the fact. Yeah, after the fact. Yeah, we just hang out. We just hang out and chill. A nice low markets. We don't talk about Bitcoin a lot, but we're hanging out at 74,400. Crude not really moving much. $90.55. Dollar strengthening a little bit. And everything else is a nice quiet with inflation data tomorrow morning.
Would I ever go back to trading in the pits? I don't know. I think it'd be pretty cool. It's pretty expensive too.
Yeah.
Seat on the floor. It ain't cheap. Coach Hoop could tell us how much is a seat on the floor right now at the CME Hoop. I know you could lease seats.
He had one, right?
Yeah, yeah.
Yeah.
I know you could lease a seat, but having a seat, I don't know how expensive that is right now.
All right, I gotta do some hashtag slow markets. I'm getting some comments on social media that are just freaking hilarious. Let's go.
4K a month to lease.
Dang.
4K just to be in the door. Is it okay? So here's the second question to that. Is it worth it to pay to be that close to volume? They went for 800K, right? Yeah. Real estate, man.
Yeah, that's. I think nowadays, no.
Yeah, nowadays, no.
All right. And there's the links in the YouTube chat if you want to tag me. Hashtag slow markets.
Yeah. Back in the day, I'm sure that it paid to be that close to volume.
Oh, most definitely. Like you get to see orders come in before everyone else, and you can.
Right.
I think that the thing is, you get to probably execute and place a trade before anyone else anything else happens, right?
Mm-hmm.
Like, oh, there's a big order. Hoag's trying to fill a big order over there. Let's front run it because you can. You got that flexibility for, hey, 5 contracts versus their 5,000 contracts. You could get in front of it.
Right.
Before the internet, someone says. Dakota, for a quick scalp, how many points is a reasonable stop loss? It depends on how quick and depends on the volatility. If I'm looking to make 10 points, 10-point stop loss, maybe a 15-point, depending on what you're looking at. There's nothing wrong with an upside down risk reward. Let me just say that. I'll say there's nothing wrong with an upside down risk reward as long as your win percentage is higher. I think the biggest factor is the overall profitability before electricity.
Bag holder in the chat says, just tuned into the stream, seeing we're in the same shorts again. Got to be honest though, I'm not liking our shorts. Yeah, the trade yesterday, if you were in that short yesterday, I think I had just said it right. That was a much better location. We had just rejected off that 200 moving average. This one kind of feels like it's in no man's land a little bit. I still like the downside in gold. I don't know that this is the best location for this, right? So in the next 9 minutes, if this trade closes below, if this 30-minute candle closes above VWAP, I'm out. Because I am not loving this right now.
Yeah, we got 9 minutes at the top of the hour too.
Yeah. Not loving it doesn't mean we can't work it out. Can't figure things out. But
no,
we'll see.
Work something out, even though you don't love it.
Right.
Let me get through some of this. 1 second. Getting through some of your guys' hashtag slow markets while we wait 8 minutes here for the top of the hour to come. I might be one of those where I know you guys don't like to see it, or at least some traders don't. I understand it from a trader's perspective when they're watching. I'm like, okay, Nasdaq's finding a rally up to this. I take a short, I lose, and I take another short. So I don't mind taking another short back down to 30,000. What is this?
I'm doing it again, chat. I'm looking at a wheat chart.
You're gonna be trading the grass.
We had that fire wheat trade on, what was that, like 2 weeks ago? That ended up being a great trade. I'm not seeing one here though.
All right, 7. Trading grass. Yep.
Wheat. Somebody's doing it.
Price of grass. What is it going for now?
$6.38 a bushel. Is that how I quote that, Hoop? $6.38 a bushel.
There you go.
Maybe I could read the chart.
Yeah, that's the right way. That's the right way to do it, man.
I could read the chart.
Oh shoot. Oh, it depends. NQ break-in 30, 40. If you're long down there from 30,000 or those, 980, where I just could have taken more profits. Well, let's watch it. We'll watch it. We got just over 6 minutes to the top of the hour. Jay, you're in this short. I'm not in anything yet, Belling, so there's nothing to show.
Let me refresh my charts real quick.
20.
Something's acting a little weird here. Just gonna hit the refresh button real quick. There we go. All right, should be good.
All right, we're just chilling. I might hop into the short if we do start to see some type of reversal up here. I'm leaning towards shorts tonight. I could just be wrong. I take a loss.
Yeah. More money in the chat says, I wish I didn't listen to you guys about shorting the NQ. Should have followed my plan. Followed your mind. Always follow your mind. Always. I'm following my mind right now. I said I wanted to buy the NASDAQ. And, here's the interesting thing about watching other people trade and talking to other people about trading. Especially when we're on air here, you're getting all of our thoughts in real time, right? For me, I said I wanted to buy the NASDAQ, but I didn't want to buy it where it was. So looking for a pullback doesn't mean that I want to short, right? So, sometimes the way people deliver information, and so we try to be pretty clear about what we're saying, but between the delivery, it's like a game of telephone, the delivery, the interpretation of that information, all in real time. Always trust yourself at the end of the day. What you should be learning from anybody that you watch streaming, myself, Dakota, anybody else, is how they follow a process. Then follow yours.
Yep. Click your own mouse. That's why we do the Topstep risk disclosure. Obviously, we don't sit here and we win every trade. It's not a signals class. I'll be honest. Most of the time, I'm just early. I'm never wrong. Still got 4 minutes. 4 minutes.
Do something.
Poke it with a stick.
Favorite song? That's too hard. There's too many good songs. Can't pick a favorite. I can't pick a favorite. It changes all the time.
Never wrong, just early. Yeah.
Jay's vibe memes.
Yeah. Oh, the Jay-Z.
All right, there we go. Gold. Just
follow. Get it.
This is the perfect spot to add to this trade if we're gonna hold this view up, but with it flattening out.
Loving the jazz. Yeah, slow markets while we wait. Inflation data tomorrow could also lead to just this slow price action tonight. Here comes some buyers in the NASDAQ. Still 3 minutes. Still 3 minutes. Gavgod says, seeing some buyers absorption in gold.
Yeah. We are sitting literally right at settlement right now in gold. 44.8150 is that price.
We're almost to settlement in the NASDAQ too.
Yeah.
So it's
Jay. Yeah, go.
No, go ahead.
J Trey was asking, seeing the NASDAQ break above that view up. Yeah, I mean, this is very similar to the trade that we took last night in gold. The NASDAQ is showing the inverse of that trade, right? If I flip this chart over, this looks very similar to the gold trade that I took yesterday, where we were under the 200 moving average. We had price leave that first 30-minute range to the upside and then close below view up. The NASDAQ is showing an inverted version of that trade. And a 30-minute candle close above view up here could be a decent spot for a long with risk below that low. So yeah, I could see it. Of course, anything we say here is for educational purposes only. not trading or investment advice, but I could see that for sure.
And
That's why I
NASDAQ
would
just
close this gold trade.
turned green. NASDAQ pumping here. Woo! Here we go. Buyers stepped in on the NASDAQ like it was go NASDAQ. Look at all these buyers. Top of the hour, still in a minute and a half.
Airborne long gold from 44.76. Nice trade.
Buyers taking this thing right up. Taking it right on up. It's not even the top of the hour yet. Not even the top of the hour. Let's go. How's that gold?
It's about halfway to my stop now. A little less. Still about a third of the way to my stop. We'll see. But again, if this 30-minute candle closes above VWAP, I may just get out of this. We'll see what happens at the top of the hour here. I don't hate this trade. It's just I almost couldn't get a worse sell location for where I got. No news. We do have some Korea base rates being released right now, and some new numbers out of New Zealand as well, it looks like, so could give us some volatility.
Well, we're seeing some volatility here before the top of the hour. We got 15 seconds. So let's see if we can get something there. See if we get pushed back through maybe these 100s where we opened up tonight. It was like 116, 120 as a possibility. Here we go. Top of the hour's in.
Okay. I'm not leaving. I'm not leaving gold. I'm not leaving.
Okay, okay.
Yep, I'm not leaving. They tried to get me. That was dirty. Market makers, that was not nice.
Well, we're seeing a little bit of volatility in here. NASDAQ popped up to 090 and seeing a little bit of selling there. Nothing wild yet. Markets are moving. Maybe NASDAQ.
Luke, I know, Luke, I know. I should have added. Let's see. We're not in the clear yet. This trade has been in the drawdown more than anything.
$20K up tonight on the live, says Lorden. Nice work.
Nice job. 20K. What are you trading? Up 20K right now. And chat. Does anyone see Richard Harris's analysis? In between all the booms and money signs, I think Richard is making money right now. Did anyone see Richard's analysis? I saw something about a level in the S&P, but then I saw a bunch of booms, and I started running for cover.
Started trading in the grass.
And he says, coaches will ignore me as I'm calling out his name in the chat. Good to see you, Richard.
I ignore you. I'm not going to lie.
We could turn this into the Richard Harris show if you want to, but you have to come on air, right? You saw
We've invited him. We've invited that Richard
so many
Harris.
times. So many times.
So many. But I do ignore you. Like, I'll read a couple of comments, but then it's just so many. I'm like, eh. I don't know if you're talking to me or you're talking to someone else.
I love this. Go read my chat. As we're doing a show, let's just stop and read the Richard Harris chat. Let's just do that. That would be very entertaining. It could be pretty entertaining depending on what's in there. But no, we're gonna focus on these trades here. I'm thinking about adding to this gold short on a breakdown again below 73s.
Okay. Let's get it.
I like this question. You guys ever take a trade so bad you wonder how you even got the price you did?
That's pretty funny. Only once a week. Once a week, man.
Right. How'd they let me get that?
Yeah, I know.
It's like, right? We found the last seller. We got him.
Harry says, Dakota keeps doing me dirty. If I keep doing you dirty, man, you're at the wrong place. I don't know what you're watching or what you're doing. Oh, look at this. Zach says, I want to earn a spot on the stream, unlike Richard. I mean, look at Krabby, right? Krabby, just trade good. Just trade good.
Man, that would have been a really nice spot to add in gold there. That would have been a really nice spot to add.
Yeah, those 981s where I was taking profit, man. If I would have just hit that reversal button.
Yeah.
Yeah, NASDAQ might get back down to settlement. We're 8 points away. Let's take a bet. Let's hear it, chat. I can't do a poll yet. NASDAQ 30,000 tomorrow when I get on air. Are we gonna be at 30,000 within 50 points? 1 for yes, 2 for no. I'm gonna say yes. I think we're gonna be around 30,000.
We got PCE tomorrow, right?
Yeah, we got PCE, but I think it's gonna be violently unchanged.
You said by the time you're on air tomorrow?
Yeah. I think we're gonna see 30,000 when I'm on air tomorrow.
I'm gonna say 30,500.
Dang, you're gonna think we're gonna short squeeze the heck out of everyone.
Let's do it. Let's just do it. Get it over with.
Why my settlement number is always different from mine? I'm seeing settlement for the NASDAQ right now like 9 points lower. I don't know the exact price, but the watch list I have up just shows like plus or minus on the change. So
30,047 and a quarter.
Yeah, there we go.
Come on, gold.
And it's a zone. I'm not looking at exact price. I'm like, all right, it's a zone. Plus or minus a few points.
Chat, you guys thought I was joking about wheat, right? Look at this starting to break down. I just got a notification of some volume trading in the wheat market. It's not a joke, man. It is not a joke. This thing is about to cook to the downside, but we're in this gold short already. Yeah, if gold bounces again here, then we just accept defeat maybe. But this is where, if it wants to go cliff diving, it could do it right here. Sully, I do too. I've been asking. Look at this wheat chart, man. Up $600 on wheat. Are you serious? Please, if you are up $600 on wheat, please take a picture of it after you take your profits and
tag us.
Dakota #slow markets.
Yeah, #slow markets. Tag me on social media. I want to see that. That's pretty cool.
How many contracts did you trade, by the way? I could about 2 or 3 contracts. Yeah, you could do it.
Yeah,
I could get it done.
Do I place my trades on the tick chart? Yeah, I use the join bid, join ask. I look at the 100 tick chart for my trades. NASDAQ right here at settlement again. Kind of just chopping around. Crude 90.25. Gold violently not even violently unchanged, just unchanged. The rest of these markets are just very quiet. A nice, quiet, slow markets tonight, Coach Jay.
Yes, it is. What's not quiet is this wheat chart is making new lows. What's the trade?
Should have traded the grass.
Should have traded grass. I'm sitting here watching grass grow in the gold market right now. And wheat futures are just selling off here.
All right.
$12.50 a tick. $12.50 a tick in wheat, if anyone was wondering. But it doesn't move a whole lot. Right, this entire move so far, high to low, is about a $400 move. You could lose that in the NASDAQ with the, crossing the spread on some days.
We are just chilling for a moment.
Come on. This wants to break down from what I'm seeing.
It
Not going
does.
yet.
Nasdaq hanging around settlement still. I don't want to force anything after I got cooked. Looking for. We might. Do we go back down to 30,000 now? Is the question.
So in the Nasdaq, I'm not going to take this trade because I'm already in this gold trade.
All right.
But I don't hate a long now. With the risk under 970s. How much is that risk actually?
For.
You know what? No, PC is coming out tomorrow. I'm not taking
Yeah, PC's tomorrow, man. And that could be why we're seeing what we're seeing. Like, we're right at settlement here in the Nasdaq.
Yeah.
Like, exactly settlement. Same with a lot of this, right? Gold sideways, chopping around, crude oil, everything might just be in a holding pattern until tomorrow.
Here we go. There we go. A little breakdown there in gold.
Okay.
A little bit of volume coming in. Do you adjust invalidations over time and adjust stops? Like right now, MGC is looking a little good for shorts, but not totally invalidate longs for me. Try to look at the market from one side, right? If you, especially in this range, if you try to look at the market from both sides, you're going to. We're traders. At the end of the day, we validate any position that we're in at the end of the day. So if you're short right now, instead of trying to making a case for a long or a short, make the case for why a short would work out and why a short would not work out, right? So in this short that I'm in, my stop is where it is because invalidation goes above this high. And like I was saying, as time goes on, if we get a 30-minute candle to close above VWAP, I was going to take the trade off. But I liked the price action that I saw immediately. So there was still validation for the shorts. This trade could still come and stop me out. But on this trade right now, I'm processing it in 30-minute clips and going from there.
Okay. Rock says just a few more points gold and I'll pass the eval. Nice. Really would appreciate it since I went crazy and overtraded, gambled my funded account this morning. Slow and steady. Smaller process. Flipping can chop you up. Oh yeah. I think everybody who's traded for longer than just a few months has felt that, right? You hit a daily loss limit and you look back and say, price did not go anywhere. How in the world can someone hit a daily loss limit there? I think we seen it today at like lunchtime.
Do I think there's a chance that gold actually gets down to 44.25s? Yeah, 100%. Is it going to happen in a reasonable time frame? It might take all day, but yeah, I think that's well within range for sure. We've been down at these 44.25s not that long ago. So I think it's possible. It's just who does gold want to be today?
Nice. Look at there. Lorden says, just requested 40,000 payout on a live account.
Nice.
Nice work.
We are going to see that on the leaderboard tomorrow.
See that on tomorrow. $40,000 on a live account.
Bands. Lord, you want to come on the show?
You come on the show. I'm sure the team would love to have anyone that takes, decent payout, consistent payouts. You're welcome. You're welcome on slow markets for sure.
So here's a question for Isaac. What are Wheat's downside targets? I'm not in that trade. If you're in that trade, I talked about the market, but what are you seeing as a downside target?
I don't think
I
I've
have
ever
my
traded
reasons
wheat.
for not taking.
I've never traded. How do I get a live account? Oh, you go through, you pass a combine, you trade well in your combine, and obviously you'd pass it. Once you pass your combine, you'll get an XFA, funded account. Trade well in a funded account, you could, take payouts, right? Money go into your bank account. And if you continue to trade well in a funded account, then the team will move you up to a live account. which is a goal. That's the goal for new traders, for traders that are perfectly fine. Like for honestly, for anybody, you know, Topstep, a prop firm, is a stepping stone for traders, and the ultimate goal is to get in a live account and then eventually open up your own personal account. How many payouts? I heard like 3 to 5. I think it depends. The risk management team is always monitoring your trading.
Always up to the discretion at the end of the day. And I know Dakota said you're ignoring it, but I do want to encourage people to share things in the chat. But if you know, if you think about the seat that we both sit in here, we're trying to make live trading decisions. If I try to keep up with everyone's trade,
yeah.
Imagine, put yourself in that position. Hey, look at what I said. It's just like, okay, well, I don't know this person. I don't know if they're actually putting money behind these trades. I don't know if their trades work out. So we see the analysis. Put the analysis in the chat for your own accountability purposes.
There you go.
We'll see it and we'll comment on it when we can. But if I just sat here and looked at everybody's trade entries and exits, we would take 1,000 trades and lose all the money. So share it. But
or if you really are that good, you know, maybe we'll see you on the leaderboard.
That too.
Right.
That too.
Right. There's NASDAQ holding bid for a minute.
Jay, do you remember my trade from last week? Yes. I'm just gonna say yes to everything. Yeah, I remember.
Oh, yeah, nice job.
Good trade.
Good trade. Oh man, if YouTube chat had image attachments, no. I already get enough junk sent to me during hashtag slow markets. No, thank you on that one. It would be banned. There'd be a lot more bans.
Isaac, I will answer your question though, since I did talk about wheat. What would I be looking for here? So on the daily, we have price kind of rejecting at the 50-day moving average. So what I'm looking for is, what is the average move been? And can we see that average move in this market? So the average daily ATR is about 17 points here, right? So I would be looking for somewhere near 610s as a target to the downside. We can see these wicks over here. And it's a pretty slow moving market. And a lot of times it'll start in the overnight session and then continue through the rest of the day. But I would be looking for, and it looks like the market wants to target these wicks to the downside here. So that's what I'd be looking for. How it gets there is the question, but I do like this market kind of holding below this 50 moving average on the daily.
Backholder, you'd be surprised on what people send me. It is the internet.
Man, yeah, there's somebody tagged me in something in Discord one time, and I don't think I've been back in there since.
Sometimes after I get done with slow markets, I have to go shower.
Yeah, man, it is.
Yeah, it's not.
Internet is a wild place.
It is. Internet's forever.
Shout out to the Topstep Discord, though. We have a bunch of communities, and we're continuing to grow them. Topstep officially has its own Reddit page now. We're streaming on Kick during the daytime show on Twitch as well. So make sure you go and follow all those platforms over there. But
I seen that. I did take a look at Kick. I looked at Twitch too, and I'm probably gonna take a minute and I might hop on to Reddit. I know I have Twitter, I have Instagram, but I might hop and take a look around and see what's going on in Reddit. I mean, it can't be as toxic as Twitter, can it?
I sent you that meme earlier, Dakota. I feel like I look at the Reddit platform and nothing makes sense. It just feels like there's just shit everywhere. And yeah, it doesn't make sense to me. That platform does not make sense to me at all. But I'm going to try it out because Topstep's over there now. We got traders over there. So I will be a part of it for sure. You know what? Let me make a Reddit account right now. Am I wrong about Twitter? I mean, about Reddit? Sorry.
Someone says Reddit's all right. I think there's always some weird stuff with anywhere online, right?
Yeah. I don't even mean the posts that are on there. I just mean the platform itself. There's ads. There's I can't tell what's what. Yeah, I get very confused. But
a few people are saying Reddit's a lot better than Twitter or X.
This gold trade is starting to cook a little bit here.
All right. Oh, look at this. Look at that. Wow, gold is starting to sell off.
Less talking, more trading. I should have been
patience. No, it's patience.
Yeah, patience is paying.
Patience is paying.
I did have an ad at 73s. I took it off when we popped back above VWAP, but it's looking good.
Dolby. I got 25 subscribers on that. Half of them are mine. Reddit is an echo chamber. The boxing pictures. You'll get more of that, Dobie, when I'm in Portland. That gold trade is cooking.
Yeah, it is a little bit. Low of the day, prior day's low from earlier today, 44.31.10. My stops, my exit is below that. What do we got as far as targets go? Support 1 is really where my exit is, 44.25s. We can see gold got pretty aggressive to the downside today. We rejected off the pivot initially, which is this orange horizontal line, and we got all the way down to support 2. I'm not saying that that's going to happen again today, but that would be a very nice trade.
Yeah.
46.36s, but let's see on a higher time frame. Have we been down there recently? We have. Oh,
Nasdaq's looking a little bit heavy here. We'll see.
Nasdaq starting to sell with it.
Not by a lot, but we're headed back to settlement here. We're at settlement basically. Yeah, don't tempt me with a good time shorting the Nasdaq, okay? Bitcoin's down 1%. We're at 74,200. But your trade's the trade of the night. That gold short.
So far, man. So far. I'm trying not to look at it now, right? This is where we got into over management mode yesterday. So
take a look at that elephant candle.
Right. It was that 5-minute elephant candle right at the top of the hour. This one,
yeah.
This candle right here. Yeah. That was nice.
And getting some follow through on that too.
Yep. Let's see if they continue it. When was the last time either you went on tilt? I had a tilt day during my live account for sure.
Once a week.
Once a week, yeah.
That's gonna be my answer for everyone, man.
Yeah.
When they ask me, just once a week. Once a week. When's the last time I had
silver
a payout?
was a trade in.
No,
Yeah, good.
Once a week.
There we go. Shorting silver was a nice trade as well. Nice.
Man, look at gold and silver both.
Cooking.
Nasdaq look like it's gonna start to follow.
Let's go.
All right. Gold, let's go. Okay. It's the golden hour. You don't have too many good hashtag slow markets yet. I can review a couple of them.
44.50. If we tag 44.50 while we're on air here, I'm gonna move this stop. And why? 44.50 round number, big fat round number level, but also it's 50% of the highest volume candle from earlier in the session. That could be an area of contention. So now that we've got some profit in this trade, I think I'd be up about $200, $250 if we hit that point. At this point, this trade does not need to be a loser. I'm not going to trail super aggressively, but if I was in multiples, I'd be taking one off there. So
Shout out to Vince. Vince is also short with you, Coach Jay.
Let's get it, Vince. 44.85. Short with me. I'm short with you, Vince. You got a better price than me. Vince got the good price. Took profits at 58. Nice trade, man. Nice trade.
Yeah.
I like that. It's a 30-point trade.
And there goes NASDAQ. See, that's why I don't short it. That's why you just can't short this damn thing.
Right back up.
Right back up. Right back up.
This chat is preventing me from liquidation tonight. That's a good thing. Shout out to the chat. Look at this. We're a community.
There you go. There you go. All right, here's one hashtag slow markets right here. Ego says day 2 accounts, base hits, make that money. Green on the screen. Nice work. All right, back to your trade.
There's a question about the volume candles. Can I explain how I use them? I do a show called At the Buzzer after the market close every day, 4:15 Eastern time, where we talk about it, but it's the same as using a volume indicator. I just want to frame out everything you guys see me do is based on volume, right? This trade I'm in short because we got under view up. I like the continuation because we saw more volume. To me, volume measures participation. Price is always going to move, but volume measures participation and intent, right? So a big candle like this shows me that there's intent. Now, what I'm reading is, are they following up on that intent? And right now they are, right? All of these little smaller candles in the middle, price is moving, but not very purposefully. When somebody starts to trade some volume, then there's intent behind that movement. Then you can measure, okay, somebody came in and sold it. Are they getting what they want for it? If they are, then good. I'm going to stay in the short with them. If they're not getting what they want, that's when you get a trapped seller and price goes the other way. So these volume candles just help me identify where there is intent in the market.
There we go. Shout out to you. TB or Bivac says, I got a $15,000 payout today. It's the most money I've ever got in my life. That's awesome. That's amazing.
That's awesome, yeah.
Wow. Good work. Good work. Life-changing money. That's the beautiful thing. What we're doing here. What we're doing here.
All right. We're getting close to that management target here. 44.50s. You know what would be cool, Gold? If you just sold off 50 points right now. Then I don't have to worry about it.
All right. NASDAQ hasn't done nothing since that pump. Just flatlined.
Oh, yeah. Save some for the tax man, depending on where you are.
Yep. Oh, yeah. Taxes. Taxes. Oh, yeah.
4 minutes, top of the hour. Where are we at on likes right now? 410 likes. What the heck?
410? Is it frozen?
What do we got?
Is it frozen?
What do we got to do, chat? What do we got to do? What do you want me to do? Want Dakota to fight somebody on stream?
No, don't get them riled up, man. Then don't get them riled. Backflip. Do a backflip. Oh, it's good. It's good.
All right, here we go. We're at my management target now in gold. So what I'm going to do is... This is where I would just take one off. But I can't take one off because I'm only in one contract. This is why you trade more than one contract. This is why. All right, we're going there. 44.71s. I don't want to choke this trade because we saw what happened yesterday, and I'm not saying that this is going to happen again. But this is not looking great for longs in gold. This is looking really nice for this short. We got news. Did we get news? I got Squawks playing. I'm not hearing anything.
We got the bottom of the hour in 2 minutes. We're coming up to the end of this. We're at almost 500 likes. You know what I might do, Coach Jay? I'll double check this with the team. Whenever we get above 700 likes, I might just extend slow markets 30 minutes. And I might have that be a common theme. I'll double check with the team. But yeah, of course, not tonight. Not tonight. I got something going on tonight. But yeah, what do you guys think of that, chat? If we get to 700 likes and have that be like common, like, hey, every time we get to 700 organic likes, not bots. We're not like the other streamers. I'll extend it 30 minutes.
There you go, chat. Supply and demand economy. You demand it, we'll supply it. Show us with your likes.
Same with trade in the grass. Supply and demand.
What is that wheat chart looking like right now? Still selling new lows. Gotta love markets, man. It's all the same concept. And wheat trades some pretty decent volume, so there's money moving around over there. I challenge somebody in the chat to become the trading influencer that only trades wheat. Don't
tempt me, Coach Jay.
I'm challenging somebody in the chat to do it.
Okay.
You don't have to do it, Dakota. You're on air all the time. But I challenge somebody in the chat to do that. And when you start selling your course, I'll take 1%. That's it. That's all I'm asking for. Drought is coming. Wheat is tanking. What's the ticker? It's ZW. And that's just a joke, right? I mean, unless somebody wants to do it. Hey, it might start off as a joke and you realize that it's been one of the hottest markets of this year, honestly. You might make more money trading that than the product that you trade right now. But of course, if you're going to do it, trade smart like you would in any market. If you're testing out a new market, do it in a practice account first. Understand the tick value, how the market moves and things like that. And then apply whatever strategy that you trade. But it's a good market. Whenever I say wheat, all right, wheat with a T. All right, Dakota, get us out of here.
I was just letting you go, man. I was just letting you go. All right, everyone. I'll see you bright and early tomorrow morning. Same time as always for me, 9:30 a.m. Central Standard Time. It is Thursday. We got inflation tomorrow. It's going to be a big one. And yeah, let's go ahead and end it there. Thanks, Coach Jay.